Abuja, capital of Nigeria and seat of government, is the first purpose-built capital of Nigeria with a clearly defined master plan setting out the various districts, neighborhoods and all necessary infrastructure. The city has continued to witness massive development and unprecedented influx of people which has overstretched existing facilities. By the original master plan, the city was to be developed in 4 main phases with clearly defined target population of slightly above 300 million inhabitants as follows. Phase 1, target population 230,000. Phase 2, target population 585,000. Phase 3, target population 640,000. Phase 4, target population 1.7 million. In other words, by the original master plan, when all the phases are fully developed, Abuja should have about 3,155,000 people as residents. But the reality on ground today is different. A conservative estimate of the population of Abuja will roughly be around 5 million people. The effect of this population will naturally find expression in the quantum of waste generated. The question therefore is, how has the FCT administration managed these humongous waste, especially when situated within the context of the Integrated Solid Waste Management Program? Abuja Environmental Protection Board is the body charged with the responsibility of ensuring that the capital of Nigeria enjoys a clean, serene and healthy environment. How is waste collected and what are the collection methods?
First and foremost, it starts from the household. That's the point of generation, where waste is being generated and then waste is being collected. That is in the bins. Every household is expected to have a bin, so that waste are now going to be put into the bin, and then the contractors on regular basis, at least 3 times a week, they will now go around all the concession areas and collect waste. And then from there, it comes to the dump site. There are also unconcession areas. These unconcession areas are communal. They have a communal dump, which is a collection point where all the households are to bring their waste and dump it at the communal collection point. From there, it's being also collected directly by the board because those areas are unconcession.
If indeed most of the truck take their waste to Goza dump site, is there any record to show entry and exit?
We keep record of the waste that comes here. We have a record keeping a template where we take records of the contractor, the driver that drives the truck, the area the waste is coming from, the truck number, the vehicle type, the time they come and the time they are leaving the site, so the contractor signs so that all of our records are intact.
And what methodology is used to determine the tonnage per truck?
Since our weighbridge is not installed yet, we do estimation of our waste. The waste we estimate, we have the compacting trucks. They are about the range of 16 cubic meter. At factory design, most of these trucks are 5 to 6 compression ratio. But because most of them are not brand new, so we use a compression ratio of 3. So we multiply the compression ratio of 3 to the volume of the truck, on the assumption that all the trucks that come here comes at full load. For the compacting truck, we multiply by the compression ratio to get the volume of the waste that comes per truck, and we multiply by the specific gravity of the waste, which is 0.234, to get the waste in tonnage. But for the open truck, like the one behind us now, the side loader, the tippers, we just take the volume. It doesn't have a compression, so we don't take the compression ratio. So that is how we estimate the waste that comes here.
In a study on waste composition and disposal done by the Japanese International Cooperation Agency JICA and Abuja Environmental Protection Board in 2018, it was discovered that waste generation from the Federal Capital City (FCC) is 1,191 tons per day, while waste from unconcessioned areas and illegal waste dump is 618 tons per day. The concept of waste to cash is gaining currency in the Federal Capital Territory. Just recently, UNDP, FCT Department of Economic Planning, AEPB, JICA Bank and a private concern introduced the Waste for Cash program, where people take their waste to get credit alert in the Green Account program with JICA Bank. Already, there are 4 pilot project sites in Wuse Market, Gwarimpa, Lugbe, and people are already keen into the project.
6 months ago, I just decided to Google, to check the web to find out if I should actually have a recycling, there should actually be a recycling organization here in Abuja. And then I came across Changadate. But for a long time, like the address that was online was actually the one in Area 1, and it was really discouraging. But I decided to speak with them. I got their number, I spoke with them, and then they told me that they have outlets here in Wuse, so it was easier for me to actually move things down here to Wuse market location.
And determined to encourage sorting at source, Abuja Environmental Protection Board introduced the Blue Bin scheme as a pilot project in Life Camp. Located about 30 kilometers from the city center and sitting on 90.8 hectare land, the Gosa dump site is where all solid waste is deposited. What is the role of the scavengers?
The litter pickers, that is known as the scavengers, are the ones now scavenging and removing the recyclables. The recyclables are these PET bottles, the polythene, the cardboards, metals and tins. These are the ones that are being picked by the scavengers, and that is now giving them an added resource and livelihood. So many of them, about 1,000, are living within the dump site. And certainly the number will increase because all the scavengers within the city, we are removing them from the city because of the nuisances they are creating.
And what benefit is the dump site to the scavengers?
Sunana Abubakar Saleh. Ni ne chairman na Bola people. Muna aikin bola a nan tare da environmental sama da shekara 20 muna tare da su muna abin nan. Da wannan sana'a a cikin ta muke neman abubuwan da muke samu, muke biya kanmu bukatu, kuma mu taimaka ƴan uwanmu a halin yau da kullum. Kuma wannan sana'a mun rike ta da muhimmanci, saboda haka muna tare da mutanen environmental. Idan wani abu ya taso wanda yake ya fi karfin mu, mukan gaya musu su taimaka mana. Su ma kuma idan wani abu ya taso wanda yake suna neman abin nan haɗin kai tare da mu, suna gaya mana, kuma insha Allah muna yin ya bakin gwargwado.
The concept of waste to resource is indeed a reality when viewed from the testimonies of these graduates of the University of Maiduguri.
My name is Abubakar Sani Bala. I'm from Kano. This is what we do. We pick these PET bottles, and most of it we buy from dealers that are bringing from the dump sites. And after bringing here, we engage those women there. You can see them. They are the ones that remove the labels, which is what we built here. So after removing the labels and the caps, we separate the colors and bale. So after baling, like myself, we have washing line factory at Kano. So I take my goods to Kano, where we grind and wash, cold wash. There's another person that buys from me, he does hot wash. So after washing, unfortunately we don't do fiber in Nigeria, but I learned some companies in Lagos are going to start very soon. So we export. We export to Europe. Before we export to China, but now they don't accept bells, bottles. It's only when you palletize. But right now we export to Europe, where they do fiber and polyester. So basically that's what we do. And the caps that we removed, we used to supply locally here for these PP plastic companies, where they produce mostly households. So that's basically what we do. I have a workforce here. I employ about 46 workers here. And we don't do anything apart from picking, baling and selling. That's basically what we do.
And these entrepreneurs.
Sunana Abubakar Musa daga Kano, nazo Abuja domin yin wannan crushing na roba da PVC. Roba idan muka siye ta a dump, muna zuwa mu ware shara, mu cire mu crushing, mu nika, mu wanke. Akwai ana yin leda da ita, ana baho na wanka, ana yin tabarma da ita. Shine. kuma muna da yara akalla gidan nan za su kai kamar 70 yara zuwa 100 fesin haka muna da su. Kuma shi wannan PVC pipe da kuke gani ana yin akwati mai taya wanda ake yin aure da shi, shi ma muna kuroshin ana zuwa a saya a nan kuma muna kai a Lagos.
For the FCTU Waste to Resource program, there are obvious impediments to actualizing the concept of the 3 Rs. The road to the dump site remains an impediment to turnaround time for truck drivers and effective evacuation of waste in the capital city. And of course, there is the urgent need to upgrade the dump site from open dumping to an engineering landfill in line with global practice. Now, from what we've heard so far, it is obvious that your waste is someone's wealth. So why trash it when you can cash it? Thank you very much for watching.